Welcome to WROL Broadcast. The end is nigh. We have sad news to share. If you haven't already seen the news in game on DCL Twitter, this is not a joke. The game is officially shutting down as of October 31st, and the servers are shutting down completely, so you will no longer have access to the game at all at the end of October 31st. We've assembled a motley crew as fast as we could to get this out and kind of talk about our mixed feelings about this whole process. As many of you know, I haven't played much in a while, kind of been considering retirement. So it probably isn't hitting me as hard as it usually would, but I have to say, as soon as I got the news, I was genuinely sad. M4 as the most probably loyal DCL fanatic. How are you feeling right now?
Surprisingly okay about it. It hasn't sunk in yet, so we'll see.
It's just like your girlfriend just broke up with you. You
It's
haven't
because you don't have a
processed yet.
podcast, dude.
I kind of almost sad it wasn't on the last tier list. I guess next month
Yeah, we
will
can
be
still
the final
yeah,
tier list.
we'll still do everything as if
We'll do one more. We'll do
yeah.
the last tier list, and I'll put Superman back in S tier.
You'll just put the pin the tier list to the subreddit.
Yeah, and we'll recalibrate everyone because this is their final state. This is it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I tried to get Joker to come on, but he's not. I don't know. He's
Not even Zubaz.
nah. Yeah, I don't know. But it's Doom as the longest resident of DC Legends. How do you feel, buddy? You're still muted. Just so you know where.
Someone unmute him.
He's muted. He muted himself, so I can't unmute him. All right, we'll come back to Doom. Kage, you're up, buddy. You haven't been on in a while.
No, I haven't. It's been a minute. I think I got kicked out.
I mean, you know.
It's business, nothing
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah, you should be used to it.
Yeah. Well, I was a Slow Beast replacement. I was your number one partner in crime for a good while. Then we got the whole cast together for 2 years, or the whole Owls. It basically became an Owl podcast, and now it's just M4 and the crew. You're gone. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thought.
It's been a weird ending, but you still played the game pretty regularly, right?
I still do.
Yeah. I haven't played a whole lot recently, but it's funny because I just started playing a little more regularly again, and of course that's as soon as they announce it. Hawkeye, you are a heavy duty player. You play. You're the one of the people that didn't think the game was shutting down. How you handle the news?
Uh, you know, I was hopeful, but it's been pretty obvious. The writing's been on the wall for a little while that the end was near. But you just think that it was going to be a little bit longer. Stretch it out. Maybe we stop getting stat boosts, stop getting reworks. Oh, we'll give you one new tune. Oh, the servers are still alive for a little while longer. That kind of thing. But it's pretty sudden. So as we get closer to the day, I think it's going to be hitting everybody harder and harder.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I was on the phone, and I just kept seeing messages come through. I'm like, what? What? And then I'm like, oh wait, and then I saw a Twitter post. I'm like, oh, this is real. So yeah, it was quite surprising. Luke, how about you, buddy? You haven't really played much, but
I haven't played a lot, but obviously I played a lot of Raid. I will do one final thing for the game. Back to Troco! WB has trashed the game. They threw it in the bin. They said, see ya! No more! Throw it out!
in Twitch, there's a guy who goes, "Do y'all think this means Gear 12?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
To be honest, I am genuinely sad. And when I saw the tweet, I actually got very choked up. Playing the game this long, regardless if I play all the time or if I just play a little bit. It's not just the game, it's the game, it's the team, right? It's your whole crew. And it's it's coming to an end, and I hope that we keep the friendships alive because I think we made a lot of friends over the years.
Yeah, and I would say that's the greatest thing about this game is that, we made friends that I think will be around for life.
I hope so.
I'll be traveling New Jersey, and then I'll just bump into Loot. Hey, man, have you heard of this game, DC
Hey,
Legends?
Kage! Kage, I saw you said that you were gonna just spend all those RB token crystals that you have, right?
I
You
am.
must have like 500 of those things.
I have way more than 500, dude.
I knew it. I
Dude,
knew it. How many?
5 my Cheshire, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm 900 shards short of 9 RB5.
Nice.
DG1,
Oh
D1,
my
G1, or
God.
whatever, however you pronounce his name, his announcement, his sunset announcement, it's bugged. I think that's such a fitting final announcement for him. Windigrew, we haven't got to you yet. How you feeling, bud?
I'm honestly devastated. I came to this game many times. The final time I came was in quarantine back in June 2020. Needless to say, that was a very rough time for most of us. We were in a very particular state with all the coronavirus virus and everything. And I came across several personal issues during that year and the following. Playing this dumb, stupid game really helped me get over so much stuff. I made so many good friends. I met some of them even in real life. This year, particularly, I started working a lot on the game. With Oracle, with Hawkeye and for Historic, and so many other people, we were tracking down every single bug in the game. We had all the kits designed. We had so much features that we were saying, yes, we are going to help now WLB get everything sorted out. They're going to see things right. And the worst part of it is that we had June, July, new sales, tunes started coming with less bugs. We started getting the Colosseum. We got siege bans. So many changes that you said, okay, this might be bright. And suddenly we get a surprisingly buffed calendar. And then Reeves goes silent for a week, having 3 bug tunes and such. And yeah, it was such. You'd say I talk with Hawkeye and he says sometimes Reeves goes silent, Reeves dies, whatever, and then yeah, it's the end. I don't even know what to think. It's hard, it's hard.
I have a shoulder for you to cry on, man. My shoulders are about 40 inches, so pretty big.
Well, I will say that most all of you know my most people know my whole cancer story, and that's what got me into this game. This game got me through some really rough patches, so I definitely will always have a soft spot for it. This last year, I really haven't played a whole heck of a lot. Went through a divorce, then met someone great who has consumed a lot of my time, so I haven't been as big into video gaming. So kind of came at a good time, I think. I was not playing as much, so I think if it would have been 2 years ago, I would have been heartbroken. But it feels like a natural time to end. We've invested a ton of time and energy into it, but I think if the game had the resources it needed to be successful and move on, it would have been a different story. But I think in its current state, it was probably time to wrap it up. The only thing that's really surprises me, and I'm more upset about than anything, is for a lot of people would have been okay to just play with no updates. Just leave the servers up for people to just play for a while.
Yes.
Give them a year or something.
I know. Injustice 1.
6 months to a year. Just let us just have it out. Just
Yeah.
have some fun.
Yeah, just redo the sales. Injustice 1 is still up and running after all this years, and it came out before this game. That's how I got into this
Same
game.
developer, right?
I don't
No,
know if there's
it's
San
a different
Francisco, but I don't think it's San Francisco.
No, it's a
No, I
different
mean
developer.
it's not the same company.
No, it's the one that does what's that one game?
NetherRealm.
Yeah, NetherRealm.
Oh, okay. Does
Yeah.
Injustice 2 the same developer?
No,
Or is that the other company also?
Yeah, that's NetherRealm as well.
Mortal
okay.
Kombat. They do Mortal Kombat and Injustice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn. You guys did the fucking end of game podcast like what, 2 weeks ago too?
I blame hate mail for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clickbait. You guys memed this into existence. This is your
It
fault.
was
No,
happening.
it was hate mail. He stopped playing,
Blame me.
so the game died. So.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, this guy isn't even playing."
It's because we put Tootie into VIP. That's why.
Yeah, well, it's funny because in VIP, Zubaz, actually, I'm going to read it word for word because this is great. So Zubaz posted on May 27th, 2022. I've forever had a pact with Tootie that we would recommend each other for a spot. I do have one reservation though. I've long had the theory that this game is an ongoing saga and Tootie is actually the protagonist. I'm slightly concerned that when he's added to NDA, it will completely complete his narrative arc and the game will shut down like a month later. I'm willing to take that risk. And then Tootie joined just a few months ago.
Actually, I think it's been
been
over a year.
Has it been? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but still, I blame Tootie. So, yeah, that was. There is, so to give you guys some news, it sounds like we've been back and forth with Reeves about stuff. Sounds like they're going to be doing some big stuff for the final month, just because why not? So,
Of course they are.
yeah, I mean, why not? I have a feeling we're going to see some crazy stuff. So, and I can confirm, just looking at chat, that people from WB are actually listening to this right now, so it's even more entertaining.
Okay.
so, if there's anything we can share about maybe what's happening next month, that would be great.
Oh, if they're listening, can you ask if Burger can just pay for their AWS instance so we can keep playing the game without updates?
There we go.
Yeah, salt's a burger. You know.
If there's just
Is that where the game
money-
is hosted?
Dude,
Is it
That's-
hosted on
that's my guess.
AWS?
between Loot and Burger, they have more money than God. They can probably buy the game and finance it for the next 10 years.
No, just
I wonder what that costs, those servers. I'm sure it's not cheap.
If there's it's per use, so if there's not a lot of people using, so I can't imagine the storage is that big. But
I mean, there's still like 30,000 people when you look at it.
I mean, people would go. It probably close to 10,000, maybe less people would stick around.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It would probably drop down, but
so it shouldn't.
That would
be
be-
that bad.
that would be fun. So I hope they do something crazy and fun. I hope I did ask, so blame me if it happens. I did ask them to nerf Spectre to the ground for next month as a parting gift, just to see what the game's like for a little while.
Yeah, I mean,
You
whatever.
know what I think would be so cool if they did in the final month? If they actually just like anybody that was suspicious in hacking, just ban them forever. Finally, just ban them for 30 days.
Early retirement. They retired
Give
30
them
days
the
before
boot.
all of us.
You know, I will say this, if the developers are listening, we have absolutely fantastic ideas on if you want to do a new DC mobile game that's based off of DC Legends, and you can call it DC Legends 2.
No, they should just look at the Star Wars. What's the name of that game? Galaxy.
Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, I mean it's older than this game. They just expanded on it because you already have the player base. How many DC games came out and just shut down after a few months? There's at least two.
I don't
that
know.
remember.
There's just not a lot of DC fans out there, I guess. I mean, look at the movies; they all flop.
Yeah, because WB doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, Injustice.
They literally all flop. And you know what? I actually saw The Flash on TV the other day. I thought it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good.
Bro,
I liked it. It
that
was
scene with
cool.
the baby flying through the screen, I don't know, man.
I was actually planning on watching that tonight.
Don't spoil it for.
Yeah.
Kate.
Yeah, the baby scene was weird, dude. Where they put the baby in the microwave.
I'll be surprised if that's real.
Do not spoil it for Hate. That's
Yeah,
a big
don't spoil
plot
it for me.
point.
Hate doesn't know that you're joking, Kage. It's not a scene from the movie.
No, there is a literal scene where there's a baby. The Flash puts a baby in a microwave to save him.
Do I
Isn't
have
it the
to-
beginning? It's the very beginning of the movie.
It's the
No,
beginning of the
okay.
movie.
It's a
And
major
he
plot
actually
point.
does put a baby in a microwave. It's true. He's not making it up.
I'm not making it up. They put a baby in a microwave, and I was like, dude, this movie sucks.
It was just weird. The rest of the movie I thought was pretty cool.
It was heartwarming, I guess. Especially at the end where they show George Clooney.
Do
I'm
I-
like,
Do I need to mute Kage?
Yes,
already?
you do. If you wanna.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's
Alright.
no George Clooney.
Bolsey wants us to mention the count to 0. I don't know what that means.
What is that?
When we reverse the raid counter.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite. We're definitely gonna do a final podcast like on October 31st. Period. Well, probably not on that day, but like right after. We're gonna do like a
Oh, we should do like a New Year type event,
planned
like
out
10
memories
seconds.
end of time podcast. Doom, you're mighty quiet today. It's kind of weird. Freaking me out a
Dude
little.
he's muted. That's why.
Oh, he's still muted.
Well,
I actually have an
his
idea.
that's
If
his
they
choice,
do
though.
a raid, if they choose to do a raid, which I actually think would be fun, maybe make every single character in the game. I like what Hawkeye
X5.
said. Make them all 10x, every one of them,
Yes.
and make the boss have like a gazillion points.
What? No, just make it 1 HP so like you can just get in and out.
No. The Alliance boss, not the
That's
solo.
you're talking about October, right? I want September to run just some.
Dude, I don't want to
feeling
raid
of-
in October.
feeling
I'm
of-
okay. I'm okay with a September raid, just not an October raid. I don't want
feeling
to finish off fucking DCL with like, oh, I have to do a slog for a full weekend.
Well, you don't have to, you know.
You don't have to. There's no reason
Who's
to.
You mean let people that want to do it, and then you don't want it, then don't do it. I mean, like.
Oh,
it's
and you know
fine.
what else? Release the big bosses immediately. Like for solo, don't
No.
make them wait for the whole weekend.
Reeves told
like,
us that crashed
they-
the servers.
They get past the 10 million point mark or whatever. Just let those level 90s come out right away.
Well, no, that crashes the servers. That's what they told us.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they'll crash the
Yeah,
servers. So what?
Yeah, I know everybody's like, let's do a final raid, but I'm really not. That's not. I don't know. I'm not excited.
Yeah, that's not very exciting.
No.
Like
that
doing,
thing-
especially fast raids. Those are the worst raids.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are the worst. I just want September to be somewhat normalish, and then October, then do whatever the heck you want.
Exactly.
Let us
So,
finish
guys,
September.
for a little nostalgia trip, what was your favorite DCL month that you remember?
First Siege, that's it. Larfleet Siege,
August
that's for me.
2018, right?
Yes, because that's the first like real new thing for me.
I have a favorite month.
What was that?
My favorite month was my first raid with Burger.
Ooh, the first
I'll
time,
never-
the first
I'll
time you
never
lost to
forget it.
someone.
I will never forget that raid.
He was the new
one of
kid in town.
It was actually one of the most fun months I think I had playing in the game. That guy is me
Outlooted.
times 10.
Yeah.
He
so-
just I can't even compete. It's just not.
Yeah, we didn't think it was
competition.
possible to beat Loot at like grinding, but
It's just not. He's a machine. He doesn't even sleep.
Well, he only needs
Crazy.
like 3 or 4 hours a night. That's
yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
That's all he does is 3 to 4 hours a night every
he
day.
He shows us his Apple Watch sleep schedule, and it's crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
kind of he's like cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
4.5
real.
hours
He
is
only
like-
sleeps a few hours.
4.5 hours is like his normal, like on a normal night. Which
Dude,
is,
I suffer on 4.5 hours. What the
I would
hell?
die on 4.5 hours. I can do it for like
Yeah,
one
that's great.
day.
He had a day where he
But-
slept 2 hours.
Hey, didn't you
Yeah.
do that like in the beginning of your night?
I did, and I was dying. Burger functions and is like
Yeah.
productive member of society when he doesn't sleep.
Dead by Snoo Snoo.
Last September was probably my favorite month. We got Flatline and Question, who are both great. Poison Ivy rework, Penguin. The meta was one of the healthiest metas we had the entire length of the game. You could use almost any tune.
I think mine
That was
was.
That was
think mine-
mine too.
I think mine was my favorite month was Fire and Ice when they came out. They were so much fun, and the meta was still quite entertaining.
My
You-
favorite
you-
was probably Artemis because it just felt like I was heard by WB. They're like, we see you, we hear you, you know, here's a bone for you, Kage.
That
And I
month
just
was
felt
I
great.
remember that month, and it was a cool month. And
That was a
Yeah.
great month.
if you flip Artemis from front to back, it's quite a sight.
And that month's my most Artemis month though, with what's her name? That came out with her.
Cersei.
Cersei, Artemis. That was my most expensive month ever in DCL.
Oh
Because I
yeah.
took them both to RB5 that month.
Oh yeah.
And that hurt so bad. Because that was before Tapjoy.
It was worth it.
It was fun. And I had my Martian Manhunter, Artemis, Cersei, and I can't remember who the fourth was.
It,
And
it
like,
was Cheetah, Hippo, Cersei, and Artemis. Manhunter was the previous month.
well, I had this 4-man team that like I had
You had
more defensive
Grodd.
wins.
I think you had a Grodd on that team too.
Maybe I can't remember, but it was a 4-man team, and like everybody struggled against it, and it was fantastic.
Because it was
For,
like a
like,
stun
1
team or
month.
something.
Yeah,
I
for like
remember.
1 month, everybody had a hard time with it. So I was like, oh, I finally have a ridiculous team that.
In case
Oh,
you-
look who showed up.
Yes,
Zubaz.
I was gonna just...
Zubaz, do you want to say something?
Yeah, we talked through all our final thoughts, Dubaz. So how you feeling right now, buddy? He's muted too. Him and Doom are muted. Is there something with the settings on them?
I don't know what Hawkeye did.
Okay, what did you do?
You got me.
He
Yeah,
just had
no,
to
no,
unmute
we're-
himself.
yeah,
We
we're
got
here.
you.
Yeah, Doom.
I kind of think of it as like a dead grandparent. You know, like they were really struggling at the end here, and you know, there's like a sense of relief that it's over, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's still like sad that it is ending.
I never thought of
I
DC
feel the
Legends
same
as
way.
a
Agree with you.
grandparent, but
I feel the
think
same
I
way. Because I'm like, you know, I get off work at like, you know, an hour before reset, and I'm like,
Yeah.
trying to grind through my PvPs, and I'm like, fuck, how do I get through this? And then it just became a slog after a while.
It's funny how you relate things that you do to reset.
Yeah.
No, I think. Listen, I mean, I do think like it's time. You know, I think the game, especially over the course of the last year, obviously it struggled quite a bit. At the same time, like the community never died, and that I think was what kept it alive for so long. Like Reddit still going strong, all the Discords still going strong. So everybody kind of they expected it to go a little bit longer because it still had all this support. And I'm sure they were hemorrhaging users and probably hemorrhaging money, but at the same time, you know, the art that was coming out was still so good. The animations were still good. The kits that were coming out were still really good. I think thanks in large part to a lot of the edits that they were just allowing us to make. So for this to be the end is, you know, it's obviously a little bit of a shock and a disappointment. But at the same time, I think it's the right time.
I can't believe WB let me get away with making Cheshire as OP as she was.
Fuck you.
Yeah, really.
So
I
everyone,
gotta tell you,
yes,
I think you broke the game.
I really did.
you did.
I'm not even
for a
kidding.
while,
I
especially
have
when she
not
was
enjoyed the game since that character's been in the game.
Trigon
No, but
started
I
it.
mean,
it's-
it has been good, and like I think the community kept it going. I think obviously the intellectual property kept it going. Part of what kept this game alive for so long is that every single person in this community thought that next month would be the month that they'd get their favorite character, right? You know, like I have been, oh yeah, next month is totally when I get Animal Man I think I've been saying that since September of 2017. And so that's why so many people stayed. It was like, yeah, like this is the month where I finally get Mr. Mime. This is the month where I finally get Wildcat. And then it never happened. And now nobody's getting anything. So we're all in the same boat.
I think it's because Duty stopped doing YouTube videos. That's why the game's ended.
That is a big part of it. Obviously, you know, I've long had the theory about Ty being the protagonist of the game. By the way, I'm just using everybody's real names from now on. I'm tired of using your usernames. The game is dead, so I'm just calling you all by your real names.
You don't even know my name.
I know everybody's name. I have fucking dossiers on all of you assholes. All right. So
Calling your bluff.
when
Oh, he
when
knows.
Ty when he joined like the the NDA group, I said this is it. This is the end of the game, and that is exactly what happened. And I'm sad to see it go. I just wanted to stop in and say hi and also bye to all of you. I'm obviously never saying anything to you ever again. This is the end, but no, I did want to stop in for a second. I'm on my way to a birthday dinner, so I gotta hop out.
But
But
we definitely will be doing a end of days DCL,
yes,
like major pre-planned with all the big
yeah,
community
we're gonna have
members and
celebrities. It's gonna be awesome. I'm
yeah.
inviting Minka Kelly, and it's gonna be great. The
So
Tournament of Legends next week is gonna be sick since
yep,
it's the
because
last one.
now I almost kind of wish I would have joined it.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
sons of bitches never did.
I'd be out on the first round anyway.
Yeah, we all know that. You don't have to say it out loud.
I mean, I haven't played in
But,
months. I don't even
no.
have half the new characters. So
I hope M4. I won't say I hope he
Are you
wins or
gonna
loses.
you
We'll
gonna
see.
you gonna
But
jinx me?
anyway, I'm gonna stack the deck against you is what I'm gonna do, because it's partially my money that is the prize money. So I'm tired of paying for your kids' college. All right, guys. No, it has been awesome. I'm glad that I was able to stop by one last time here. I will definitely be down for the End of Times podcast, and we will be in touch. I'll see you guys soon.
all right, thanks,
Good
Subaz.
luck.
Guys,
Good
yeah.
luck.
We
kinda-
should probably wrap this up though.
I do kind of like End of Times podcast. It's kind of
Yeah.
good
I
name.
think that sounds really cool.
Hey, we should do like the apps, like the New Year where you drop the ball. Like we're gonna watch the server.
Oh yeah, no, well, I'll do some major editing, production work, everything. So for the final episode.
All right.
I still think that Burger should pay for the servers so we can keep going.
I just don't think they're gonna let him. So
Put that on the
unfortunately,
table. No, he'll just send them checks to pay. He's not gonna get the admin keys. Just go send checks every month. Here, pay AWS. Here you go.
why Burger? Why isn't Burger jumping in here?
Because he's basically
working.
making money.
Oh, okay. He's
Making it
He
rain.
has to save up for his future purchase of DCL.
Halsey keeps asking about the zero raid. Yes, that raid was the most fun raid of them all. I will say, when it went to zero,
When we tried to hit zero,
and then
we
it went
did.
negative, and all that craziness happened. That was so much fun. That was like the only raid I will say that was super fun. Then maybe it was like one other one.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, and we also had like 6 months back the one with the X10 Batman CC raid with the Azrael Siege. Do you guys remember that one? That
I
was
do.
also very fun.
I do remember.
Yes, 10 times Batman CC with Azrael 5 times.
Exactly.
That sucks because it was. Whenever it's an easy raid, it sucks. Because it gets.
I'll
more
tell you,
expensive.
I actually, as much as it sucked, I really enjoyed the raid that we lost. I really enjoyed the time that we got to spend together. We were all just doing everything we could to even stay awake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was probably the hardest. That was the hardest raid we had.
Yeah, especially
I miss
that we
I
have
miss raiding with the owls.
we have friends. You barely raided with us, Kage.
Yeah, you had the
I have
opportunity.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, when we did that
Man,
raid, we
fuck
all had
you.
to actually do it on. We had to do it like we were all switch hitting, and it was so complicated. So we were all on Discord chat, and it was just like a party. Even though we lost, we had a good time.
Driver, there's debate right now with the team whether they're going to have another raid or not still. Nothing's been confirmed as far as whether there'll be a September raid.
Oh,
Burger still
There's even people in Owl still saying, "Is this real?"
Is this a joke? Is this
Yeah.
chaos?
So Burger still wants to burn his 16,000 blue rate energy, right?
Yeah.
So I hope it goes.
He's a maniac.
He-
I mean, I'll raid the final raid just because, but I can't say I'm excited about
one for the road.
it. I'm not gonna do solo. What's the point?
No, there is no point. Unless you want to try and
Be first or something.
be first, which is ridiculous.
I don't know how I feel by that time. Right now, like I said, it hasn't sunk in. It feels like a normal day. Well, we'll see. Once they close the casket, it's a different story.
Man,
Yeah.
this just sucks, guys.
Well, guys,
Yeah, I think this is a wrapping up point. But
Holy crap! 79 viewers. I've never had this many.
90 viewers.
79.
Oh no, it jumped to 90 for a few.
Oh,
yeah,
minutes.
it jumped to
did it?
90 for a second.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they saw we
That's
paused.
all
There we
it
go.
took. The game to die for people to tune in at the same time. Had I known.
fake fans, fake fans. They weren't there. They weren't there
No.
until your
They just
your
want to
fall.
see the world burn.
Yep.
I just paid your subscription and the game is fucking dying.
Well, I will say that we gotta. Well, I'm not going to another game. Oh, see, it's 91 now. I'm not going to another game that
Oh, absolutely.
a,
This is the
mobile
first
game.
and the last that I.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm going to console games. I can't. I don't have.
You know,
Well, I gotta
Mortal-
tell you, I've been playing Marvel Snap casually. It's actually a lot of fun when I don't care. Like, as long as I'm
I
not
do play that
competitive,
casually, but
I'm
very
actually having a
super
good
casual.
time casually.
The
Mortal
problem
Kombat
though,
is coming
even
out
if
in a
we
couple
lose
weeks.
DCL, and then whatever game we try to play, we're not going to be able to play it casually.
What's in a couple weeks?
Mortal Kombat's coming out in a couple weeks, so I'm just gonna play Mortal Kombat.
Well, you're gonna play that anyway. That has nothing to do with the game ending.
I'm just saying, I'm with. Hey, I'm doing console games. I'm not doing
Yeah.
goddamn mobile games.
I'm playing Starfield, but that's not mobile.
I heard Starfield, you can choose how big your cock size is.
That is not true. But
But we
Good
get.
idea.
But we get it. But we get it, Kage. Yeah.
all right, I'm
All right,
taking
guys.
off.
It's been
Thank
real.
you all so much.
Thank you so much
Thanks.
for.
We
tuning
will
in over
have
Chris for
another
years.
podcast in a
Yes.
couple weeks.
Oh yeah. We're
That is a
Um,
thank you.
But I just really want to thank everyone for listening over the years. And I made so many friends playing this game. Thank you all.
yes.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks
Thank you for the
everybody.
dedications.
I really appreciate this community. It's been awesome.
This is
Our
not-
podcast community has been amazing.
Yes.
So we appreciate everybody sticking around, and we will have definitely at least. Well, we'll still do one last tier list,
Yeah.
and we'll do one last.
I'll be there.
And then we'll do the end of days podcast, which will probably be a multi-part. So I don't know. We're gonna do something big for that. We'll talk about it offline, and then we'll come up with something. And then Joshua Wires has his Tournament of Legends starting Wednesday, so be sure to check that out.
Yep.
I think that'll be
And,
fun.
yes, and with a bang. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
stoked.
So look out for the Tournament of Legends. And Josh, where do they find it? Is it aired just separately, or I can't remember?
It's gonna be on his Twitch stream.
Okay, it's on Josh Wires Twitch team. It's Josh URAWRS. Or look for the guy that always yells at people for not gearing their tombs.
Yes, that is the guy.
All
All right,
I'll
I'm
see you guys
signing
later.
out. See you.
All right,
Alright.
guys, take care.
Thanks everyone.
Take care, guys. Thanks for everything.